Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at Origins 2017. I'm sitting down with Josh Giffins from CGE, and you brought us a new Flada prototype. That's a question.
Yes.
Exclamation point.
That is a question with an exclamation point. So this we're going to be releasing at Gen Con this year, and then it'll be available in stores a few weeks after that, probably about 3 or 4 weeks after that we're looking at. And really it's just a fun group social game that you can sit around and ask each other fun questions and figure out what's happening. And your squirrels are going to climb a beautiful board with a mountain on it, but it's being used in our demo room right now for people playing.
So imagine a beautiful board.
Imagine, use your imagination that there's a beautiful mountain board here. So what we're going to do to play is on your turn, it's going to be my turn first since I'm showing you how to play. I'm going to ask any of the players that has one of these hazelnuts or an acorn a question. And since you're here, I'm going to ask you. So I'm going to take your acorn.
Okay.
And you have these tiles, and they have 3 different sides, and they correspond to this little question board, right? And I'm going to have a hand of several of these, and I'm going to pick 2 of them, and then I'm going to ask you a question. So I already have one planned. So what would you rather choose? To be able to take on anyone else's appearance,
Okay.
or to pick a time in your life to become 15 years younger? Just one time, boom, 15 years back. Or you can take on anybody else's appearance that you like. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose with your tiles A or B without telling me. So go ahead and choose A or B with that. We're gonna play it for reals.
All right.
So you choose that.
I have chosen.
I don't choose what you're going to guess because I've crafted the question.
Right.
However, Eric is going to pick something, Aldi's going to pick something, Stephanie's going to pick something, and once everybody's picked, you're going to reveal your answer. So go ahead and reveal your answer.
I had picked B.
So you picked B, so everybody that gets it right gets a point. Obviously you got it right because you answered it, so you go forward 1. Steph got it right, she goes 1. Aldi got it right, he goes 1. Eric got it wrong, so as the question asker, I get 1 point for everybody that I tricked. So I'm gonna get 1 point because Eric didn't know what you wanted. Now, after that, we simply flip those back over. Everybody has their tiles back. I get cards, and then it becomes somebody else's turn to ask a question. Now the limitations are you have to be able to take somebody's acorn from them to ask a question, so nobody can ask you because you don't have one. So that way you don't just keep asking the same people over and over again, everybody stays involved. So nobody's gonna be able to ask you until it goes all the way around. Then you get to ask somebody a question, you have an acorn, then somebody can come back to you. So long story short, that's how you play the game. It's a lot of fun when you play because it's like, oh, why would you pick that instead of this? And what do you mean? I never knew that you would do that instead. And the way that
I was just going to say, let's go over what our 3 options are on the base board here.
Yeah, so the blue one, it's the blue things in the water are what would you rather choose? So it's like, do you like pizza or tacos? Or would you rather be younger or take on somebody else's appearance? The green ones are what would you miss most if it ceased to exist? Let's see. Let's ask you one. What would you miss most if it ceased to exist? Movies. Ooh. Or everything about dinosaurs. Anything you know about dinosaurs, gone.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, so you have to pick one of these.
Oh.
And you just live in a universe where that thing doesn't exist anymore. There's no more there's movies, but no Jurassic Park.
Right? The one of them is going,
right.
going away.
So we have that, and then on the brown dirt side, what do you consider generally worse if someone forgets their spouse's birthday or lies to their parents to make them proud?
Oh, I gotta go with parents on that one.
So yeah, you would pick something, but Eric might pick something different or whatever. So that's where a lot of the fun and conversation comes into it. Is you have a good time exploring these questions and having fun.
I'm guessing on the board that sadly we don't have, we would play until we achieve a certain point total.
So what you do is you play a number of rounds, so everybody has an equal number of question asking, and whoever's higher along the mountain wins, but there's a winner if you want one.
Right.
But for me, it's much more about playing and having fun, and we've played games plenty of times where it's like, oh, instead of 4 rounds, we're like, oh, just keep going. Keep going, or like, do it again. So it's a super amount of fun. I've loved playing this game since I got it back in the spring.
Well, and just to reiterate, so this is aimed to come out for Gen Con.
Yeah, so we will have these at Gen Con at our booth in our room at Gen Con, middle of August. And then for people that can't go to Gen Con, it'll be available in your stores. We're looking at probably about 4 weeks after that, so middle September, maybe early October, depending on when the container comes over and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But not too long after.
Well, Josh, thanks for letting us take a look. And if you guys want to check this out, this is from Chex Games Edition, which is That's a Question.